Hey YT world, this your girl La Kiki, Miss D. C that is, and I'm coming coming straight at y'all with this today, whatever, live eviction. I'm just catching up with you guys, so I'm going over some shows that I pretty much have to catch up on today. I think we at the 7th live eviction now, actual eviction. I'm not sure. Well, this is considered the 7th after all the fucking twists and stuff like that, but literally I'm just naming it off like that. But anyway, this episode 23 of Big Brother. Before I get into the details, I always make it a habit of make sure I say, can you please like and subscribe, because I definitely need the subscribership all the way up, and you can comment, like, hit that notification bell, share to everyone who care, all that good shit, you know. All right, going straight in, I wanted to say, first of all, Julie's, I put Julie's sleek, very fitted black dress with the nude red bottom pumps was everything, because it was everything, so she did do good on that. So I'm gonna say, Julie, you look good, Julie. Your hair always like, but we can work with that. I mean, you can't do too much more with that type of hair. We all know who has the best. I'm just joking. Not serious. I'm just joking. No, serious. But anyway, let me stop rambling. Okay, it leaves off with Clit. I did not mean to say that. Cliff and Kat still on the block. And Tommy's pretty much glad that his first target was back in place and on the block. But he said, I don't want to overlook Cliff. No, don't overlook Cliff. How can you overlook Cliff anyway over Kat? Hurt or not hurt? Like he said, he's playing the shit up a little bit, you know. Nicole is afraid of all her nightmares coming true, pretty much. She's like, they keep playing up this chicken fear. Like, I'm so fucking tired of the chicken fear. Like, can we stop it a little bit, please? But they still playing on her fear of the chicken. That little flimsy ass Party City, not even Party City, that's like the Kmart version costume. You know, when you go to Party City, everything ran out in Party City because you freaking buying a costume on October 30th or the 31st, and you buying a costume the same day. You like, Party City ain't got shit. Let me see, Target, Kmart, all of them got something. Walmart, you go and get that last minute dumbass costume, and all is left is a dumb cow and chicken suit, something like that. Yeah, that's what the fuck that is, pretty much. But they playing the shit out of that, and I'm tired of it. Please stop. And then she's talking about her two good friends on the block playing that the hell up, because on the live feeds, if y'all don't know, Nicole has been untrustworthy of Kat. You know, she's been friends with Kat and get sucked back into conversations with her and things like that on a personal level. But on a game level, like, she is a blabbermouth hoe. And Nicole has been getting hit by everybody about the stuff that Kat be talking about with her, especially from Tommy. So I don't know why they playing it up like this, such a dilemma. She already knew she was going to pick Cliff. Which I just told the episode, but I'm sorry. But you know, y'all just here for a recap of everything. I'm sure most of y'all watched. But anyway, Kat tells Cliff pretty much don't throw her under the bus. He agrees and said, you know, we'll be friends outside of this game, so I don't want to do nothing devastating or anything that's going to cost us our friendship, pretty much. Then Kat talks to Jackson. She wakes him up pretty much in his sleep, and he pretty much not here for the shits, and I wouldn't be neither. Fuck you wake me up for? I'm not ready to talk about nothing. So he's just talking to her saying, no offense, but Cliff is a much bigger threat than you are, okay? Alright, that's what you want to hear? She's like, nice chat. I done been like, F out of here, nice wake. Tommy, Christy, and Nick talk, and they're pretty much talking about the 6 shooters being done, and then they want to create a new deal with Cliff and Nicole to replace Jackson and Holly, so they could team up and become the new sis. I said the new sis, the new 6. Pretty much, yeah, I'm just gonna call it the new 6, pretty much. And that's what they're creating, trying to figure out how to come up with a deal with Cliff, because they think he's a man of his word, and Christy and Nick loves it. Tommy saying he loves it for the moment. Tommy doesn't really love it. He really still wants to work with Holly. He doesn't trust Cliff that much. He trusts that for him for his word for this deal, but he don't want to go to the end with Cliff. But pretty much Nick says, you know, I got on lock. I can talk to Cliff. Boy, who you think you are? Who you think you are that you going to do something? Like, you're not that good at talking about anything. Everything you do is so strong. It comes on so strong. But you better be happy that Cliff is just like, I'm just trying to get my ass safe for this week. Cause I'm gonna let you tell me anything. But Nicole wasn't with the shits. Pretty much, Nick talks to Cliff, and then Nick offers him the deal to be in the new six with Nick himself, Tommy, Sis. We're not going to say Sis. We're going to say Annalise on this channel. Annalise, that is. Christy, Tommy, Nicole, and himself, Cliff. So Cliff agrees to the deal because he's like, he sees the path to victory. He says he don't mind being part of the six, and he don't mind seeing the any of them win. I put shaking my damn head. Lies, lies, lies. Cliff sees the path to victory, in which, okay, you keeping me safe. Y'all gonna try to keep me safe until the 6th. Okay, well, I'm gonna take that option. I really do mind seeing any of y'all win. That's not myself, but I'm gonna say that obviously he was playing the game, so that's what it was. Then Nick tells Nicole he tried to do his little thing, so he think that went great. He went back and told the 6, oh yeah, it went great with him. He took the deal. He even said, added cherry on top, oh, I don't mind losing the yarn, da 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 da. Tommy ain't believing that shit, but hey, Christy and them eating it up with her big brother playing ass. Cause that's a C right through. That's so fucking transparent, so I understand. Nick tells Nicole that she would be the pretty much the swing vote, and Nicole stopped panicking. She devastated. She talking about something. I want to trust Nick, but I just can't seem to gauge where his true intentions are, where he's at. You know, I don't seem to gauge if he actually with me or whatever. No, he's not, Nicole. Like, he's with you to a certain extent, but he's mainly with the other hoes on the other side of the house. You're just the other option, you know, pretty much. And he feel like he's dragging you along, which he's been dragged through the whole thing. And Holly and Jackson talk about staying low and to themselves, and Holly said, I think I'm doing a bad job at talking to people. You are. I mean, all you're doing every other scene when we see you is kissing Jackson, so at least you have some self-awareness. Holly wants Kat to stay, but she don't want people to think they're too close. Too late. We already know you close. How you gonna, like, all of a sudden y'all was all hanging around here and there, and then you're campaigning for Kat to stay, but then you're gonna act like you're not too close? That's the dumb gig y'all need to just give up, pretty much. So Kat campaigns to Nicole. She says she'll protect her and Jess, and they're her real true final 3. And I'm still not sure whether I believe this or not. I'm thinking like she's saying anything right now, but she still would be with Holly and Jackson. But I think she still, to some extent, wants to still be with them until a certain point. But I don't think the final 3, no fucking way. Nicole breaks down because she's friends with both of them on the block, and she said on a personal level, she know this is not supposed to be, this game not supposed to be played emotionally. It's supposed to be played just business-wise, pretty much. But it's hard to not have emotions in it when people that you relate to, that you're with 24/7 in the house, that understands you and let you be who you are on the block, and you have to pick between who to choose. And both of them is a lose-lose situation. So I understand that, but it's a game. Cliff has this one-on-one with Nicole, and pretty much Cliff tells her about the final 6 deal that Nick came to him with, and Nicole was worried about being on the bottom of that. It's like, well, we're really gonna be on the bottom of that. And then Cliff's just reassuring her, like, look, we can make it to that point if I had to take the deal so we can at least make it to that point, because we're going to be picked off no matter what. So if we can at least make it to that point, you never know what happened from there. We got to live in the now, not in the future. That is true. Like, get your head in the game, Nicole. What are you talking about? And she don't trust the people that's that's in that alliance as well, and in the fact that they leaving out Jessica in the deal. She really is mad that they leaving out Jessica in the deal, because it's like after Kat goes, and then now when they want Jessica out, all I have is you, Cliff, and I don't know if you going to turn on me just to stay with them, and I don't have nobody else that I have in common with that I even talk to. It's only going to be them. Obviously I'm going to be picked off. So that's what she's feeling. So Nicole tells Jessica that Cliff told her pretty much about the deal, because she just felt so urged to tell her and not want her to be blindsided and left out. And Jessica is pissed. She starts crying in the DR diary room. If you don't know what that is, but I'm sure you do if you're a fan. And she's talking about she's not included in anything, and it's pissing her off. Well, if it's pissing you off, get included. Start talking game. You can't be included in nothing if you're talking about you're not wanting to play the game. You don't have to play the game that way. I don't want to talk game. I just want to talk about getting to know you and all that. And people want to talk game. So you're going to be left out of shit when you don't talk about shit, but I'm having for dinner when I get home out of this game, and I'm gonna go travel to here. We're talking about the fucking game. We're in the game. Get in the game, then you will have somebody that want to talk to you about game. I don't feel fucking sorry for her at all. You do gotta go, Jessica, and that's just how I feel. And right now, Nicole, I was rooting for you, but I don't know. You possibly can be out this fucking game as well. Right now, I didn't never think I would just be rooting for somewhat Cliff's ass, but really Jackson can win it all, and I'll suffice with that, literally. And that's crazy. I never thought I'd be rooting for Jackson, but he can win it all, and I won't be mad. I definitely won't be mad, because he have earned it and went through the ups and downs and everything and all that. His character assassination on his damn self, but still, like, he went through that, took the chinks and all that out the chunk of his little armor that he thought he was shining on, and dealt with it, rolled with the punches and stuff, and still come up on top and still been able to make it down that far. I will vote for Jackson. I'm just saying. But moving on, pretty much Jessica wants to blow up everybody's game. If I'm not included in anything and I'm getting pissed off about these whispers behind my back and wanting to get me out, and I'm not nothing but loyal and straightforward, I'm gonna ruin everybody's fucking game, even at Nicole's expense. She fucking telling you, and you just pretty much tuned her out. Like, you was not listening past the fact that you was not included, and she just kept talking, you listening in the distance, and then you snap back in reality and go, well, thank you for telling me. Like, you already knew that hoe was gonna say something, Nicole. Talking about something, I trust you not to open your mouth. Yeah, you trusting a lot of fucking people, so your judgment is obviously shot as hell. So just keep your fucking mouth shut, Miss Armstrong. And Nicole told her she would never put her up or vote her out. Anyway, Jessica then goes and tells Kat the deal right away, and then Kat wants to blows up Cliff Angel, and then Jess talking about something. If we don't have to, we shouldn't. Kat said she started crying, doing this ugly ass cry, and she said, he made a deal without you, girl. Girl, he made a deal without you. We're talking about something. You don't want to blow up Cliff's Angel. It's already blown up. He on a block with an Angel. So it's already fucking blown up. It's dead. And then Kat confronts Cliff about it on her own and tells, and Cliff tells her, like, yeah, I'm just playing a game. I'm sorry. And she was like, I'm disappointed in you. I'm so disappointed in you, Cliff. Why, Cliff? I'm so disappointed. He's like, what did you want me to do? I'm on a block with you. I have to make a deal in order to keep myself safe and also be able to keep Jessica and Nicole safe. Cliff, come on. Keep your fucking self safe. That's all it was. But I know you want to keep Nicole and them safe as well. But keep your fucking self safe is what the deal was made for. They included Nicole. You ain't fucking included Nicole. They included Nicole for you. So miss me with that bullshit. I'm just saying. She was like, I'm just disappointed. I'm just stand up for what you said you believe in. I'm just saying, that's Dad. How can you do that to me, Dad? Yeah, I know they think of people as the dad and stuff like that in the house, but you probably really have daddy fucking issues, and that's the reason why you keep saying dad, and you really probably relaying all your little cries and stuff on him for the father you didn't have. I'm just gonna keep it at that though. Cliff said he's sad to see her cry, but this is Big Brother, and I'm playing Big Brother game. You're playing the emotional, friendly game. I didn't come here to. I'm standing up for it. Like, I came here for the old people that can to make a statement that we can make it far in this game. In the game, not no emotional shit. Jessica tells Holly about the deal as well, pretty much telling her all the hoes that was left out of the joint. This is the deal that's going on, blowing up their game. Holly tells Jackson about it, and Holly wants to make sure Nicole keeps Kat. Like, in that case, we definitely got to make sure we keep Kat, so it won't be an imbalance. Like, we're going to be in the minority and not the majority. They will have the majority vote if Kat goes. Then the new six come together and they try to confirm their plans and solidify. Okay, we're going through with this. We're going to keep Cliff and take out Kat. And Nicole is talking with him and all that, but she's still real confused. Then we get to the live vote and eviction. And then pretty much Kat had the most epic of all epic speeches to me. I thought did Sam put it out there for anything? I'm trying to think who else put it out there a little bit. I think Sam said a little tiny bit. But Kat threw pretty much the household under the bus. Like, look. She's like, look, y'all talk about me. Y'all talking about pretty much me being a big threat. And this dude got evicted by the whole house. Came back. Won the American comp game. I mean the camp game, whatever. Come back, Gabe. Came back. What HOH? I don't even know if he won a power veto or not either. But like, this dude fought his way back so many times, and he has this crucial social game, and able to make deals with y'all, which shows the social game. But yet, I'm the threat on the block. Good luck with that. Even still making a deal with people. Right now, good game, Dad. And then she was just pretty much like, yeah, even it depends on who, congratulations to people who's safe, depending on who went HOH tonight. But in that case, I already know, Cliff, Dad, you're going to make a deal with anybody trying to keep whoever safe that you want to keep safe, not knowing whether it's going to protect certain people that you're in line with. But guess who's going to be there up in that HOH room with you? Nick is going to follow whoever's in power, pretty much. And on that note, she said, conspire away, bitches. And I'm glad that's the dead end of that segment of the conspiring legacy. But she said that, and she did that, and I was happy about that. They was like, whoa. I think that was the audience, because when I was looking at everybody's faces, I was like, I don't see nobody in there. Like, they were just like stuck, like. But I could have sworn that must have came from the audience or something, like, whoa. But she blew that shit up, and Nick will be up in somebody's face. Cliff takes the high road and pretty much begged for votes. And then Julie kept cutting his ass off when he wanted to say his little famous, at the result, the result. Cliff, you had 2 seconds, Cliff. Okay, the results are in. I am not your father. You sound more like Luke Skywalker. I mean, the Darth Vader. I am not Luke. I am not your father. More than Maury Povich. Look, the results in. You are not the father. You saying I am not your father. what show you been watching? Because you definitely didn't do the Maury Povich one right. I'm 1,000% sure I am not the father. Pretty much, like, you hit the mark with that. That was weak as shit. Cliff, you look like a begging old hoe, and you should have had more pride in that. Cat was right. Like, put your balls up a little bit, and try to have a little bit more backbone, because it's like you bending over all the time, but then you want to say you fighting through things. It's like, yeah, social game, yeah, and all that. But when people know they can bend you over so many times, you do come off looking weak a little bit. Stand up a little bit for the morals and the values you came in to have at first, you know, because you kind of losing them. You've been lost them kind of in the game, and that's why I've been frying your ass in certain episodes, but we gonna keep it moving. And then Kat is evicted by a vote of 6-1. Nicole ended up evicting her, and also Jackson and Harley, because obviously they don't want to make it seem like they know her and they would have still worked with her and all that, because they're still in the game and they'll blow up the game. But at this point, it's like, yeah, you know. But okay, Kat pretty much only hugs Jessica and said, thanks for having my back. All right, y'all, I love y'all. Y'all wouldn't have got that shit from me. That love y'all. Thanks for having my back, Jessica. Okay. And I wouldn't have said nothing else. She comes out there and Julie starts cutting her off about every fucking thing. Everything she's trying to say. For real, because she was rambling too much. She kept saying, I mean, what I do wrong? And Julie's like, well, I can't tell you. You're a member of the jury, so I can't tell you. I can't neither deny or confirm whether Jessica was a good friend. I can't either deny or confirm what is the reason why you're sitting out here. But she was like, but y'all know, I don't know. I mean, I don't know, but y'all know I might be the worst player in the game. I don't know. And girl, if you don't say something consistent, that's why she was cutting your ass off. But she was like, pretty much like, I would have chosen Jessica and Nicole in the end. Bitch, stop lying. You would have still chosen Harley and Jackson. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. Maybe Jessica, definitely not Nicole, but definitely not Harley and Jackson. I'm just saying. Okay. The HOH live competition comes on, and this is a little bit more different than all the other. Well, actually, no, because it's the August 15th, they said. It's the aug-toberfest. You know, it's kind of rich, you know, kind of like corny. That's all this stuff is corny and does not relate to camp at all, period. The only thing is like the fields, the cornfield, all that stuff, but that still don't relate to camp, because you don't do all the cornfields and things like that at camp. It's all about the woods, like greenery. Like they have been having games where it don't make no sense of it being about camp, period. So it's just crazy. The pretty much is the classic competition of the slip and slide. Pretty much, they have to fill up their mug with beer, slide up and down the slippery lane until they remove their ping pong ball out of the beer barrel. And then what I noticed is that they didn't have a second barrel for like the $5,000 if you know you ain't gonna be coming close to getting a daggone competition to win HOH. They normally have a side one where you could either win $5,000 or get a slot pass for life, you know, a slot pass for life thing or something like that. But normally it's like you can win $5,000. And they didn't have that, so I was just like, okay, I guess they changing things up now. But that's pretty much it with this episode. So I can't wait for the next episode. But before I let you go, I want to give you an update. Breaking news. If you want to go now, go now. If you want to go now, if you don't want to go now, I'm about to give you the updates. Too late. All right. I don't know where I came up with that from. This is my Tourette's talking. Not real Tourette's, just my 3 times a day Tourette syndrome thing I give myself. Anyway, doing it again. Jackson is your HOH. He is your new HOH winner, and I'm happy as shit. Yeah, I'm happy. The only thing about it is, everybody's gonna be like, oh, he's gonna hit out Nicole. Holly's gonna make him put up Nicole against somebody. No, I don't see it. I don't see it because they're in the minority of the votes, and he want to make sure one of them from the other household goes. From the other household, from the new six goes, and now that they have that information about Nicole, Nick, and all that, I don't think he thinks Nicole was a threat in that. I think they know they would just pull along her and Cliff. He probably gonna put up Tommy and Christy, or Christy and Nick. I think they might put up Christy and Nick, or Christy and Tommy. I wouldn't be sure if they put up Annalise and Christy, but I know they'll put up one of them that knows that they'll get like they're gonna have to put up one of those two so that they'll have majority of the house to take out one of them. That would be stupid if they put up Nicole against anybody else. They're gonna have the majority. They're gonna vote Nicole out, so that would be stupid. So I'm looking forward to it. Jackson's a new HOH winner. Obviously, this is an endurance comp. Jessica had no chance of winning, period. She couldn't even walk, period. I don't even know if she made one trip yet. Everybody else looked okay in it. Yeah, I can't wait to see the nominees. I would have that update already and update you on that and shit, but I just recap the show and give you a little snippet updates on my channel. I don't do all that analyzing for days and days. I got shit to do, and I got other stuff to recap. So on that note, you're just gonna get these reviews and a little bit of tea, okay, at the end. Rob has a podcast, and them do a great job, and Matt does a great job on that as well, and Jolene. So yeah, go to their channels. But make sure you subscribe here first. So on that note, I holla. Make sure you share to anyone that cares, and if they don't, share that shit anyway, because that's my motto. And make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. Comment down below what you think about tonight's episode. All right, bye. Holla.